Although Nixon was looking here like the next president, his fortunes were to change. In 1960, he was narrowly defeated for the presidency by John Kennedy. 2 years later, he suffered an ignominious defeat in the election for governor of California, and this is how he said bye-bye.
Just think how much you're going to be missing. You don't have Nixon to kick around anymore.
But Nixon was already on his way back. Pepsi made him the company's lawyer, and Nixon set out to put Pepsi firmly on the world market and himself in the White House.
Nixon's big interest has always been foreign policy, and I was running our international company. In fact, I tried to originally get him, instead of going to the law firm, to come in as chairman of our international company, because he had tremendous contacts around the world. And at that point in our development, we were opening markets. We were a very small international company at that point, and we got going during that period where we were opening a new plant about every 11 working days. And Nixon was very helpful in opening doors. For example, in Taiwan, we couldn't get in Taiwan because the local competition, they just wouldn't permit it. It had nothing to do with our product or anything else. It just, they didn't want the competition. And I had a meeting with Nixon with Chiang Kai-shek, and that solved that problem.
Nixon's worldwide travels during the 60s, partly paid for by Pepsi-Cola, followed a pattern. At each stop, whether it was Beirut or Manila, he would announce to the local press that he would accept the Republican Party's nomination for president if asked to run. Invariably, he would hold talks with a national leader, and Pepsi-Cola's ambitions in that country would be associated with the ambitions of a possible future president of the United States. It wasn't long before Nixon had acquired something of the statesman-like image he needed to get over his checkered past.
How long have you been working here at the Kremlin?
Like the image of Pepsi itself, he had progressed from the kitchen into the living room. In 1968, after campaigning in a Pepsi plane and drawing financial benefit from Pepsi contacts, Nixon's astonishing comeback was complete. He was president. Within a month of his inauguration, he made Donald Kendall of Pepsi head of the National Alliance of Businessmen.
Throughout his career, in fact, he is generally known by his, among his business colleagues as the man who pours it on.
In 1971, Kendall went to Moscow with an American trade mission. At the Kremlin, Kendall produced a radio in the shape of a can of Pepsi and played it to Prime Minister Kosygin. Everybody laughed. Kosygin got the point, and later that evening he approached Kendall. "I understand you want to trade Pepsi